The Los Angeles Chargers seem to be a cursed organization, but today we're going to try to change that and get them their first ever ring. But happy Easter, boys. I hope y'all are having a good day. And massive shout out, actually the first ever double shout out to Latina Lover 69 and Fortune Football. Go drop both of them a sub. Their link is in the description. And if you want a shout out just like that one, just let me know what team to do next. Then when I pick your comment, I'll of course do the team you want me to. I'll give you a shout out, and it helps me know what y'all want to see, so it's a win-win-win. But we are ridiculously close to 2,900 subs, so if you have not already, be sure to subscribe and share with a friend you think might enjoy. And let's see if we can hit 150 likes on this video. We've been easily destroying that. I just want to send an easy one. It takes you like 5 seconds, and I would appreciate it very much. But that's more than enough plugging. No spoilers, but something special happened in this rebuild, we'll just say that. And with that, let's get into today's video. Hello, everyone, it is Brandon the Simp here, of course joined by the GOAT, Mikey McDingle, and here we're gonna be rebuilding the Los Angeles Chargers. This is one of the most requested teams I've ever gotten, which is a bit surprising to me because there is the whole meme of them having about 6 total fans, which hey, maybe those 6 fans are just very loud, I don't know. But this is a very nice looking team, honestly, and I'm kind of surprised. There are obviously major holes here, but let's start with the positives. Keenan Allen, one of the better receivers in the league. Bit of a crybaby online, but that doesn't change the fact that he is very good. Was unfortunately hurt for a good amount of the year last year, but when healthy is one of the best slot receivers in the league. Justin Herbert, of course, again, kind of a down year last year, but is still around the top 5-ish range. I guess I personally have him ranked at number 6, so that's about how I feel about him. Obviously with the potential to go up more next year. You obviously stole Rashawn Slater in the draft, stole Corey Linsley from the Packers, Mike Williams is good, and you have Austin Eckler, who I think I'm gonna trade here. Looks butt-ass ugly in this game. What is that face scan? But yeah, obviously there are trade rumors of him in real life. They're more than just rumors, I think. I mean, he's literally said, hey, I'll play here if I have to, but I want you to trade me. Well, what he really wants is to be extended, but the Chargers don't want to give him that, which I get not wanting to pay a running back, but I feel like Austin Eckler's a different enough player that it would be hard to find his skill set. He's a very good receiving back. I would pay him if I were the Chargers, but it is what it is. And defensively, you have honestly one of the most underrated pass rushers in the league in Joey Bosa. He's like borderline top 3 to me. He's always kind of forgotten about. If you bring him up in the top conversation, you get kind of laughed at, but he's a very good player. You have Khalil Mack, who is definitely regressing, just signed Eric Kendricks. You have probably the best safety in the league in Derwin James. You have JC Jackson, which I didn't like that signing when they gave it. I thought he was a bit overrated, but yeah, I was definitely proven a little right. I don't like to be proven right about players who are being bad, but hopefully he can rebound this year. We'll see. I do expect him to be very good here because he's only 26 here still. Even smaller pieces on this team like Asante Samuel I really like. Zion Johnson, I loved him in the draft. Jamari Sawyer, Gerald Everett's fine. I like Donald Parham a lot. He just can never stay healthy. This is a solid team, but the problem is they have some major holes. Like right tackle, I'm not comfortable with Trey Pipkins there. Safety, Nazir Adderley retired. I don't love Alohi Gilman. I think Chargers fans are fine with him. I'm not. I'm gonna replace him. Austin Johnson's whatever. I mean, the D-line in general, we're probably gonna need to fully replace by the end of this rebuild. There are definitely holes here. And trust me, I know what holes look like. I've been with your mother. I'm sorry I had to get at least one out. But that's enough talking about the team. Let's actually get into the rebuild, and I think I'm going to start this with a trade. I'm actually going to be starting a few rookies here. I want to see if we can get some development. Isaiah Spiller and JT Woods. Nothing crazy, but those two could turn into decent players for us. We'll see. I haven't loaded the draft class in yet, but Seahawks legend Chris Carson at the top of the board there. Let's go. Coming back into the league as a white quarterback. Okay, well, here we are at the midseason. I want you to take a look at the standings here. Yeah, I don't know about this. This is almost the direct opposite of what the division was in real life. I love the realism over at EA. It's always great. We are 1-6 at the midseason. We don't have a bad team. We're an 81. I know we traded Austin Eckler, but is Isaiah Spiller just the worst player to ever live? Justin Herbert isn't doing great, but this is a team that's typically in the Super Bowls like early on in the early years of the rebuild. Oh god. 2.6 yards per carry. Another shitty thing about this game is really the only running backs that do well are already established ones. It's hard to get the lower level ones to play well, and it's hard to get the like drafted ones, even if they're really good overall, it's hard to get them to play well too. It's annoying. But we have a bye week scenario here. I never do these. We'll probably just go XP because this season is fucked either way. We're not gonna do anything here. We might as well just take the stamina hit. Give me the 500 XP. It's not much, but we ain't doing much here anyways. But we have some re-signings to make. Oh, we only have 14 mil to work with. Oh, that's because we don't have any contracts. Okay, I guess we'll re-sign J.K. Scott. 5-year deal sounds good to me. Cameron Dicker the kicker, 7-year deal. Up the money, of course, for the legend. Let's go. Donald Parham is a solid second tight end. That's a little more than I would want to pay a second tight end, but we'll do it. All right, he takes it. And now we have 6 mil left to work with. So this offseason's going to be interesting. Well, at the end of year number 1, we finished 6-11. Yikes. We have the Raiders at 12-5 with Jimmy Garoppolo. The Broncos fell off a cliff. What? Hold on. The Rams went 12-5, but we went 6-11. I mean, the rest of these teams aren't terrible playoff teams. The Jags made it at 7-10. What the fuck? Justin Herbert with 4,700 yards, which is solid, 33 touchdowns, but 14 picks. This is maybe better than he was in real life, but his team kind of all collapsed on itself in real life, so I don't know. Isaiah Spiller was horrid, but is a little better than he was at the midseason. 750 yards with full touches, only 2.9 yards per carry. 9 touchdowns is whatever, but touchdowns are touchdowns. It is what it is. 1,300 yards and 13 touchdowns for Keenan Allen, wearing number 13. Apparently, that's his lucky number. Joshua Palmer with 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. Gerald Everett, almost 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns. Mike Williams, only 860 yards, only 2 touchdowns. Blocking is about what you would expect. Well, not really. Rashawn Slater was pretty bad, but our interior was very good. Trey Pipkins was very bad. And then defensively, Eric Kendricks led the team with 146 tackles, 114 for Murray, 105 for Khalil Mack. Tackles for loss were crazy. 22 from Khalil Mack, 20 from Bosa, 14 from Fox, 12 from Joseph Day, 10 for Johnson. That's like the most tackles for loss I've ever had in a year. And then sacks, we had 2 players do well. We had Mack with 12.5, Bosa with 12, and then outside of that, literally nothing. That's fun. If my headphones shut off one more time, I'm gonna scream. These things suck so bad. Derwin James led the team with 3 interceptions, 2 for Jackson and Samuel, and 1 for Khalil Mack. Okay. Cameron Dicker was really good. Dicker? I hardly even know him. Oh god. Oh fuck. Baker Mayfield wins MVP. That's cool. Dak Prescott at 2. Gets a little more normal after that. Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen. Then it goes right back. Taylor Heineke. Matt Stafford would be realistic if he wasn't terrible in real life this year. Russ, same deal. Jacoby Brissett. And then we have Patrick Mahomes. That's awesome, dude. That's really cool. I love this game. Smile. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Joe Mixon. Keenan Allen at number 6. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Von Miller. Khalil Mack at 4. Joey Bosa at 8. I can almost promise you I'm gonna call him Nick Bosa in this rebuild, so I apologize in advance. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Sky Moore. Isaiah Spiller somehow at number 6. I don't know how he was even up there. Sauce Gardner wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. No Chargers. What did Baker do? Oh, just 4,800 yards, 48 touchdowns, only 7 picks. That's realistic. That's cool. Awesome, dude. Well, that is definitely the Super Bowl of all time. Why are the Raiders so good with Jimmy G in this game? It feels like they're always just cracked with him. I don't know why, but the Eagles smoke him anyways, 35-7. Not even close. Didn't the Eagles score 35 in the Super Bowl too? So hey, I'll give EA points there, but wrong team. Wrong other team. Right division though. In any other leftover re-signings, definitely not Trey Pipkins. No thank you. Let's bring Christopher Hinton back because he looks scared. Oh, that's a lot of money for a 60 overall. Team friendly question mark? Okay, fuck you then. I don't want your gray background ass anyways. In free agency, there isn't really much I would want to do, honestly. I don't feel like we're in a position where we need to sign anybody. Maybe a defensive lineman actually, but there isn't really anyone that would make sense. I mean, we could go Matt Ioannidis, but he's 29 and only a 74 overall. Yeah, I think we're gonna sit out of free agency. There just isn't really anything for us. We could maybe sign a tackle. I could get Dalton Reisner and play him at tackle, but there are a lot of teams interested interested in it. You know what? Where would this put us? Player friendly. It does put us in the lead. I don't even know how he plays in this game. I don't know if he's good. I don't know if he sucks. I think that's gonna be our lone move of free agency. Did I not load my custom rosters? This looks weird. But no, we had all the right players, right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why Michael Thomas is only at an 84. But let's see if we can get Dalton Reisner. We do. So at the very least, that's hopefully an upgrade over Trey Pipkins. He's gonna suck because I said that. The Eagles have the #1 pick after winning the Super Bowl. Whose pick do they have? Hold on. That's definitely a first. I can't remember whose pick they have. The Saints, that's right. Normally the Saints are good in this game though. What the hell happened to the Saints? Oh, well, Derek Carr wasn't that bad. Alvin Kamara was good. They didn't have much pass rush. They didn't really get many interceptions. I don't get why that team was worthy of the #1 overall pick, but the Eagles will definitely take that. I wonder who they're gonna pick here. Maybe Jalen Carter? Or not Jalen Carter, Will Anderson? Could be Jalen Carter though. Let's see. Yeah, Will Anderson. Okay. It's a weird top 5. Titans, Texans makes sense. Colts, I think that's exactly where they pick at #4. So pretty good for Madden there. The Titans get Bryce Young. Texans go Carter? Did they like sign a QB? No, they're just, okay. You have fun with Davis Mills now. Well, the Colts are probably gonna go Stroud then, right? Yeah, they go CJ Stroud. So what do we want to do? Picking in the top 5, of course. Ooh, Gerald Everett went up to superstar. That's fun. We could definitely use defensive line, maybe safety, but JT Woods did get star, so that's not gonna be like our first priority. Plus, it's not that strong of a safety class. I mean, the top couple are pretty good, and I think Skinner's pretty underrated, but it's not great. We could also use a corner. I think Michael Davis, is that his name? He's what, like 28 now? I mean, if we're going best player available, Gonzalez and Witherspoon are still available. We don't really need line anymore. We're good there. We could go Bijan. Ooh. We're actually in kind of a weird spot here. A lot of these positions up at the top we don't need. We're good on QB. We're good on edge. We do need D-line though. We're good on offensive line. I took Devin Witherspoon recently, who I do like more than Christian Gonzalez, but we are gonna switch it up because I did take Witherspoon recently. You know what? I'm second guessing it. I kind of want to go with defensive line, but there isn't really like a 3-4 guy I see here as good enough to take. We could go Brazee, but no chance in hell I'm taking him top 5. Yeah, you know what? Let's go Christian Gonzalez. Absolute beast out of Oregon. I do like Witherspoon more, like I was saying, but Gonzalez is still like top 5 worthy in my eyes. He's really good. Very athletic player, obviously. Let's take him. Hidden dev, 95 speed. Corner isn't the biggest need in the world for us, but he is definitely worth the pick. Now with our second pick, ooh, Darnell Washington's available. We could go Jalen Hyatt. We don't have much speed in this receiving group. I don't love Jalen Hyatt, but he is fast. Excuse me? I know putting random players up in here is kind of a thing it does when you're like editing the draft class, which if you didn't know, that's why all these say NA. I put their actual colleges in, but EA's stupid, so it just wipes them as soon as you like save it. So I've just given up on doing that. But Jaleel Billingsley, who I don't even think is in this class, a potential UDFA, is for some reason the second listed tight end here. That's cool. That's super fun. I love this game. Ooh, I think with this pick, we're gonna go Adetomiwa Adebare. I like him a lot. He's kind of a tweener player out of Northwestern. We really need defensive line help here. He would be a really nice fit, so let's take him. Hidden dev, solid speed, solid strength. We're really beefing this defense up. I love a beefy D. Ugh. I think here with the last pick I'm gonna take, we're gonna go Tajay Spears. Very solid running back out of Tulane. He's been a kind of late riser for the draft. Now, not to flex or anything, but I did like him very much early on. I believe I said that in a rebuild like months ago, but we obviously don't have, you know, a very good running back here. Isaiah Spiller, I think, could be decent in real life, but he very much was not here. I don't even know if Tajay Spears will be good because I know this game doesn't like drafted running backs, as I was saying earlier, but we'll see. Let's take him. Obviously hidden dev, good speed, should be a really good running back for us, unless he rushes for like 2.5 yards per carry, which is more likely. Here is a recap of the draft. We did fairly well considering our picks. I mean, the overalls of players we got weren't like amazing, but as many of you know, my custom draft classes, they're a big work in progress, but the overalls are a bit lower here, and I did give more players dev traits. I've explained it a million times. If you've seen one of these, you should understand by now why I do that. But Christian Gonzalez, our first pick at a 75 95 overall. Really good speed, just a very athletic player, good man coverage. I like that pick a lot. Atabare is a 70 overall, good power moves, good tackling, solid speed and strength. Will start for us this year and honestly could turn into a really good player. I have never used him in this game. I think I just recently added him to the draft classes, which I don't know why it took so long. He's a potential first round pick, but yeah, he's a good player. And then Tajay Spears, I like him a lot in real life, as I was saying earlier. I honestly don't think he'll do well here, just because that's how the game is, but we will see, I guess. And then outside of that, I took Keanu Benton because he was the best player still available, and we still need defensive line help. DeMarvion Overshone was still available. Dontavian Wicks and Amari Burney. I don't know why the hell I took him. I moved him back to safety, and he went up in overall from like a 56 to a 62, so we'll take that, I guess. But with that, let's get into year number 2. Here is a look at the team going into year number 2 of the rebuild. The overall doesn't really say it, but I feel like we're a much better team this year. On offense, we didn't do a whole lot here. We added Tajay Spears, which is definitely nice. We added Dalton Reisner, which, I mean, hopefully he does better than, not Sam Tevi. I'm sure Chargers fans are getting, like, Vietnam flashbacks hearing that name, but, Trey Pipkins, that's who I'm thinking of. I'm hoping Reisner does better, but we'll see. You never know. Overall in this game doesn't really matter, so he might be worse. We'll find out. But we'll see what we can get from Justin Herbert in year number 4, 5 in his career. I don't know. I'm losing count. I'm turning senile or something. And then defensively, we did make a few additions here as well. Christian Gonzalez, Keanu Benton, Adetomiwa Atabare. I will never get that name down because it looks like Adetomiwa Adebawore, but apparently that's not what it is. I don't know. But yeah, this team is looking really good. We either have good players at every position or players that could turn into good players at every other position. Like our defensive line outside of Sebastian Joseph Day, I guess. JT Woods could become really good. We'll see. He obviously has that star dev now. We'll have to see what we can get from the offensive line. Tajay Spears, we'll see what we can get from him. I don't know. I'm going to play him at power back just to get him a ton of carries. We'll see how that goes. But this is a look at the entire specialist group. I said that really weirdly. But with that, let's get to the mid-season point of year number 2, and let's see how this team can do. That rhymes. Let's go. Well, at the mid-season point of year number 2, we're sitting at 4-3, which is definitely better than last year. However, the Broncos at an 80 overall are 7-0. That makes a lot of sense. I hate this game with a fiery burning passion. But hey, at least we're decent. Don't look at the division standings, how the Broncos are 7-0 and the Chiefs are 1-5. Makes a lot of sense. Do we have any re-signings here though? Oh, I hope not, because we have $4 million. You know, I want Everett back, but it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if he had to go. I mean, if there was any starters that I would be fine with not being able to re-sign, he would be up there. I still obviously want him back, but I don't think we're going to be able to bring him back. Why are we so poor? This team isn't even that good. I mean, it's fine. Kenneth Murray has been pretty bad in real life, but here he obviously has star dev, so we want to try and bring him back. Plus, he's insanely cheap. Player friendly is only 3 years, $8 million. Yeah, I'm fine with that. He takes it. Beautiful. And now we have $1.4 million to work with, so I guess we'll see if any money frees up at the end of the year. I sure hope so. Well, super quick before I reveal how we did in year number 2, you already know what I'm gonna say. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I don't know what I'm gonna set the goal as for this video yet. I'll say it in the intro. I record those after the videos, obviously, but yeah, be sure to like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. And if you enjoy these, you might as well. It takes you like 5 seconds. Plus, if you wow, English, not my first language apparently. If you enjoy these videos, you might as well subscribe so you can catch more of them. Plus, turn on notifications if you want to guarantee that you will catch these videos. I am shocked I made it through that last part without stumbling over my words. And also let me know what team to do next for a shout out in the next video. Plus, it helps me know what team y'all want me to do. So it's like a win-win-win. But this is how we're looking at the end of year 2. Atabare does have superstar dev, which I kind of forgot about, but we will definitely take that. I mean, clearly a very high upside player. That's how I like to do dev trades, just based on upside. But at the end of year number 2, we finished 7-10. We really choked here. Like I was saying earlier, this team typically does pretty well in Madden Sim, but apparently not here. Apparently not for us. What was the problem? We were 15th in offense, which is not amazing. 23rd in defensive yards. How about the points scored and allowed? That's the important thing. 19th in points scored. How about allowed? 12th. 12th. Okay, well, that's confusing. Justin Herbert wasn't great. Again. 4,700 yards. Obviously, this would be a good year for real life, but for Madden, it's iffy. But almost 4,800 yards, 33 touchdowns, 10 picks, 65% completion percentage. Tajay Spears was better than Spiller was last year. 900 yards, 3.3 per carry, 12 touchdowns. I don't think he'll be quite offensive rookie of the year, but he'll be up there. Probably like top 5. Receiving, Keenan Allen 1 yard away from another 13-13-13 season. That would have been amazing. But 1,299 yards, 13 touchdowns. So close. It was almost right on the dot too. If you round up, it was though, so we'll go with that. And then Joshua Palmer, white girl's shaking right now, 11-11 for his yards, 7 touchdowns. Gerald Everett, 900 yards, 5 touchdowns. Mike Williams has not been super good here, 886 yards, 6 touchdowns. It's whatever. He has been meh. Oh, I'm super glad I paid Dalton Reisner and super glad I called that he would suck. I wish I didn't say anything. I mean, he wasn't any worse than... I'm wanting to say Sam Tevi again. Not fucking Larry Roundtree. Trey Pipkins, that's who I'm thinking. Not any worse, I guess, but considering his overall, and a player of his caliber would not have that kind of a season in real life. Not that Dalton Reisner's elite, but this is a season like a 55 overall player in Madden would have. Like, or should have, I guess I should say. AKA, it wasn't good. Jamari Sawyer was a stud. Corey Lindsley was good. Zion Johnson was Rashawn Slater was Defensively, Eric Kendricks led the team with 129 tackles. Kenneth Murray with 106. 15 tackles for loss for Ade Adebare. 14 for Mack, 13 for Bosa, 10 for Kendricks. And then sacks, 14.5 for Khalil Mack led the team. 14 for Bosa. And then outside of that, there's just a big drop off. 4 from Adebare. Only 3 from Joseph Day. Not great, but at least the top 2 were good. I'm wondering when Khalil Mack is going to retire. Hopefully not too soon, but he might. And then interceptions, JC Jackson and Michael Davis each had... Michael Davis? He was a backup. He played 400 snaps and got 4 interceptions? Holy shit. But then 0 pass deflections. What are you, fucking Trayvon Diggs? Did you allow 900 yards and 400 snaps and then get 4 interceptions? Like, what? I don't know. 3 for Asante Samuel, 2 for Kendricks, 1 for a few players, including Khalil Mack once again. All right. And then yearly awards, MVP goes to Joe Burrow as per usual. Justin Herbert at number 10, which I'm kind of surprised about. And typically that's not a season that would be anywhere near MVP. Offensive player of the year goes to Joe Mixon. He is very good in this game. I might have to pick him up if I like see him in free agency or something somehow. Defensive player of the year goes to TJ Watt. Khalil Mack at number 5. Joey Bosa at number 8. Offensive rookie of the year does go to Tajay Spears. He outplayed Bijan Robinson? What? Bijan could be like maybe the best running back in the league day 1. Maybe that's a bit of exaggeration, but he could be like top 5 day 1. The Dolphins got Bijan and Dalton Kincaid. What the hell? But no other Chargers up here. And then defensive rookie of the year goes to Nolan Smith on the Texans. He's a little small to play a 4-3, but fair enough. They were probably playing him at off ball. They also picked up Jalen Carter. Oh, and then it's our 2 guys. Adebare at 3 and Gonzalez at 4. So 2 back-to-backs there. That's interesting. 2 Steelers in there too. 3 Steelers on the list overall. Jesus Christ. Very weird season. I wanna get out of here. Get me out of the season, please. I don't want to look at this anymore. We're about to see like a Commanders Raiders Super Bowl or something. Imagine I call that. Okay, no. Bills beat the Panthers 35-28. Hey, I mean, maybe if whatever QB the Panthers get is good enough year 1, maybe. I mean, the Bills roster isn't quite as good anymore, but it's still pretty good. Nah, what am I talking about? It's still really good. But Tajay Spears does have some upgrades here, just 1, but I am assuming I don't want to call it early. Why does he have over the Eki amount, but he doesn't have an upgrade and the bar doesn't look full? It says 6,085 out of 6,004, but it isn't full. Okay. But Tajay Spears does go up to superstar development. That is pretty huge. I still don't know if he's going to play well, but he might. This team has elite names, to be honest. I don't know if Dylan Stoner's actually on the team, but elite name. Trey McKitty, Larry Roundtree, like I was saying earlier. Elite names. All right, and for re-signings, do we have anyone we can cut? I'm curious. Ooh, wow, we have some fucking expensive players. Oh my god. We might honestly, like, trade Mike Williams. I don't know if he's worth having around for that goddamn much money. I think so, but this team is overpaying players out the ass. Well, we don't really need Austin Johnson. That saves a few mil. I have no idea if he's in the re-signing, so that might do literally nothing. I I don't know. Michael Davis was good. I want to re-sign him in free agency, but for 7 mil, no thank you. Again, he might be in the re-signings already. Who knows? Sebastian Joseph Day, same deal, but we'll cut him anyways. And then when we're in the off season, I might make some other moves to try to, you know, free up some cap space here because good lord, that's kind of gross. But is there anybody we can actually re-sign here? Probably not. Yeah, Gerald Everett's not interested. I mean, he's been really good for us, so that's kind of disappointing. I like him a lot in real life. I don't know why I do, because I still remember the game as a Seattle fan where he had, I think, 2 dropped passes for interceptions and 2 fumbles recovered by the defense. I don't remember if that's exactly what happened, but I believe he was responsible for 4 total turnovers. So other than that, he's been pretty good in his career, but we're not going to be able to re-sign anybody, so let's get into the off season. Now, hold on. Before I like cut or trade anybody, I want to check their interest level in re-signing before I do it. So Khalil Mack, I think we would be able to get him back for cheaper. Is he interested in the team, or does he just not want to be here? No, he's not interested at all. Okay, so he's not going to be an option. Keenan Allen, I don't know if we would even save money by cutting him, and he's not interested. Okay, fun. Mike Williams, are you interested in re-signing? Probably not. He's kind of interested. Well, ironically, that's like the worst outcome possible because he's a player that I would be fine trading away because he hasn't done much here. And then Khalil Mack and Keenan Allen would be players that I would want to cut and re-sign, but we can't do that because they're not interested and they probably wouldn't re-sign. So this sucks, kinda. This isn't super fun. Here we're going to be trading Mike Williams to the Giants for a 2 and a 3. He just really hasn't done much for us here. It saves 20 mil to get rid of him. Kind of a no-brainer. I wish we could have gotten more value, but this is probably what he would be worth in real life. Maybe a little less. I don't know. But I think we're getting pretty good value from the Giants, so I'm happy with it, even though I wish it was in a better circumstance. In free agency, there are definitely some good players here. You know, honestly, what if we just get Brian Burns and then trade or cut Khalil Mack? I mean, he's been doing well, but Burns is a better overall and cheaper and can develop. Okay, yeah, we're gonna offer Brian Burns a contract, 6 years, 115 mil. That's expensive, but it's less than Khalil Mack. So if we can get him, that would be huge. I really hope we can. I don't feel comfortable getting rid of Khalil Mack yet, just in case we can't get him. Oh, Antoine Winfield is here too. There's some good players in free agency this year. I swear to God, I'm so brain dead. Am I the only person that can never get a fucking cord to plug in right the first time? Well, I know I'm not the only person, but Jesus Christ, I don't think I've been successful with it once in my life. But this is what we're gonna be doing in free agency. I did cut Khalil Mack, which I'm not super happy about. I probably should have traded him. Why didn't I do that? Why did I not just trade it? Whatever. It'll be fine. We'll be okay. But we're gonna go after Brian Burns, Brandon Ayuk, and we're gonna bring Hunter Henry back, at least attempt to. I don't know how Chargers fans feel about Hunter Henry. I mean, I would imagine they kind of like him, but I'm sure him being hurt all the damn time was a bit annoying. But I think he's good when healthy. He's not quite as quick anymore due to all the injuries, but it's still a solid, like, check down option. But we do have the lead for everybody here. I can't guarantee that we'll get both of these players, but we will sure try our best. So let's see if any of them sign. Okay, so the top 2 do sign. Hunter Henry does not, and we do get Brian Burns and Brandon Ayuk. Now, we're probably gonna have to change the contract for Hunter Henry. However, we're poor, so let's see if we can make any cuts. I think I've made about all the cuts I can really make. Isaiah Zuber, I'm sorry, but you've been sacrificed. That's an ominous sentence for sure. Nah, I can't do Larry Roundtree like that. We gotta keep him around. I've said his name too many times in this rebuild. We gotta keep the familiarity, you know what I'm saying? I said that really stupidly. Stone Smart, that's a name. He is also being sacrificed, unfortunately. Rest in piss. Okay. I tried to go I hate when it does this. It says we have cap space, and then I try to submit the offer, and it's like, you don't have cap space. Like, which is it? Do we or do we not? Give it to me straight, you know what I'm saying? But we once again have the lead for Hunter Henry. Let's see if we can get him. Okay, still doesn't sign. I don't think we're gonna be able to get him, unfortunately. We can try, but like, I just don't think it's gonna happen. We'll up it a little more, but I don't think it's gonna matter. Just out of curiosity, has Khalil Mack been signed yet? Yeah, he went to the Giants. Okay, Hunter Henry still hasn't signed. He just really doesn't want to join the team, apparently. I don't know. Okay, now in the next week, has he signed yet? I see we don't have the cap space gained back, and he's not here anymore, so we did get him. Okay, we at least have a decent option at tight end. You love to see it. We have a 5th-year option here for Rashawn Slater. I'm gonna pick it up, but he hasn't been very good in this rebuild. Obviously, you're picking this up in real life, but I mean, we'll pick it up here too. He hasn't been good, but it's about as good as you can get for a Madden offensive lineman. I don't know why I focus so much on the offensive line. I guess it's just because the numbers are so dramatically bad there. But yeah, I don't know, dude. It is what it is. Well, looks like my Super Bowl prediction wasn't very good. The Commanders ended up with the 1st overall pick. We have number 10. I have no idea what to do. There was a receiver who looked insane. Literally all A's. Oh, he's still here. Wait, is he not that good then? Oh, he's slow, but he's really strong, really good jumping. A deeper. Do I just take this guy? I don't know why he's fallen, but I mean, unless there's someone else here that looks crazy at an actual position of need, then we might just go with that guy. That QB looks pretty good. That corner looks good. We definitely don't need corner or QB. We could go D tackle, but there are good guys later. That guy looks okay. You know what? Let's just go possible best player available in Markel Green. It's concerning that he fell, but he's not very fast, but he's strong, has really good jumping, like I was saying. A deep route is very intriguing. There's nothing about him that looks bad, and now that I say that, he's going to be a 65 overall normal dev. But Markel Green, 6'2", 219, 22 years old, left-handed just like me for real, out of Oklahoma. Let's take him. Hidden dev, 94 jumping, only 89 speed, but could be a very good player. Now in the 2nd round, I really don't know what to do here. I have no idea, because a lot of the good defensive linemen I wanted are gone now. I'm sure there are some here though, like Steve Weaver, which is an elite name. Oh yeah, give it to me, Steve. What? He's 6'3", 310, 21 years old, out of TCU. Ran a 4.86, which was 1st, and put up 39 reps on the bench, which was also 1st. His pro day was even more ridiculous, running a 4.81 and putting up 42 reps. He had a good 3-cone. Everything about his combine was good except his vert. Doesn't look like a great pass rusher at all, but looks like a good run defender. Let's take him. Hidden dev, 76 speed, 95 strength. God damn. We're just getting freaks in this draft so far. Good lord. I said draft so weird. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Oh, what the fuck? Ugh. All the safeties here are like incredibly confusing. This guy has A awareness, but only C play rec, has B zone coverage, but only D man coverage, has B hit power, but only C tackle, probably only D pursuit. This guy's weird. He's all over the board. However, he is the fastest safety left, running a 4.45 at the combine, which is decent. Is this guy even gonna be better than JT Woods? Probably not. Am I gonna take him? Also probably not. What kind of linebackers are left? Ooh, let's go Marcus Shed. This guy looks really good. Probably terrible in coverage, but I mean, definitely not bad looking. Let's take him. Another hidden dev. Dude, I have not, okay, I'm gonna jinx the hell out of myself, but I have only taken hidden dev players so far. That's all I'm saying. I'm the GOAT. This guy's really similar to the first defensive tackle we took, almost identical, but even better finesse moves. I think his block shed is a little worse, but I mean, about the same combine, not quite as freaky, but still really good. Another speed rusher. This guy's a little smaller, 6'2", 291, also left-handed just like me for real. Let's take him. Okay, there is our first normal dev, but this guy could be a good overall. We'll see. So we had a very, very good draft. Markel Green is a 79 overall. Good catching, catching traffic, spec catch, really good release. Solid route running, good deep route, obviously. Not the fastest in the world, but overall, a really good, polished player. However, he definitely wasn't the best receiver in this class. Was this guy available when no, he went 1 pick before us. Stefan Cannon at an 84 overall. Is there like a threshold for generational players? Is it like 85, 86, or is it 84 and up or something? I don't know, but he has really good speed, catching traffic, spec catch, jumping, good everything. What's his dev trait? It's probably X Factor, although it would be funny if it was Star. Okay, it's X Factor, yeah. That would have been a nice pick to get. So yeah, I guess you would call that a generational player. However, we didn't really get a chance to get him, but we still got a very good player regardless. Probably just gonna have Star, but he's still good, hopefully. Steve Weaver is a 75 overall, obviously with the hidden dev, really good strength, tackle, speed, not much pass rush as I expected, but overall looks very good. Marcus Shed is actually better than I thought he would be. I thought he would be around a 70, 71. He's actually a 74. Really Really good tackling, solid pursuit and hit power. Not good in coverage, but we knew that. Good speed, good strength. Again, likely just star dev, but hopefully it's a little better. We'll see. And then even Austin Leonard is a 74 overall. I might move him to defensive end because, I mean, he wouldn't even play at defensive tackle. He would just be a backup, but he does go down to like a 71 at defensive end, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. God damn it. I've gotten back in the habit of saying it is what it is after every goddamn sentence. I did take Chisholm, or however the hell you say that last name. I don't know. It's in a lot of draft classes. Does anybody in real life even have that last name? I don't know. But then after that, I just simmed it out. The CPU did pick a couple good receivers and then a bunch of mid after that. So overall, very, very nice draft class. And let's get into year number 3. Here is a look at the team heading into year number 3. Obviously, you know, there isn't much change here on offense, but a couple changes, we'll just say that. Obviously, we traded Mike Williams, added Brandon Ayuk, and Markel Green, the GOAT. So overall, I would say that's an upgrade, plus it's cheaper. We added Hunter Henry as well. Overall, our offense is looking very good. We'll have to see what we can get from Tyjae Spears in year number 2. Here's a look at the defense, though. I mean, lots more rookies here. Also replacing Brian Burns. Nope, replacing Khalil Mack with Brian Burns. Of course, drafted a linebacker, 2 defensive linemen. Excited to see how Steve Weaver does in year number 1. Elite name, of course. And then here is the specialists. That's not English. Here are the specialists for those that care. But hopefully we can do a bit better in year number 3. We will see. Of course, we're going to go to a year number 4, assuming we don't like win the Super Bowl or something, which I don't think we have a chance, but we can sure try our best. But let's get to the mid-season point of year number 3. At the mid-season point of year number 3, we are sitting at 4-3 once again. Now let's see how the team is doing. Justin Herbert is definitely having his best year. Of course, in a contract year, he's probably going to regress as soon as I re-sign him. But 1,800 yards, 18 touchdowns, only 2 picks so far. Tyjae Spears isn't doing very well, but better than Isaiah Spiller was doing year 1, so we're fine with that. Keenan Allen's doing really well. Oh, Rashawn Slater, what the hell? And Dalton Reisner are terrible. We're not getting much pass rush here at all. We have some players way overperforming and some way underperforming. Or well, I guess Herbert isn't really even overperforming. He's just performing where he actually should, but we're not used to that because it's Madden. But like I was saying, Justin Herbert, of course, needs a contract, and he's not interested in the team at all. Now, would he take 7 years, 343 mil? That's a lot of money, but it's what, 49 mil a year, which isn't too bad for him, honestly. Let's see if he takes it. And he wants a bigger deal because he doesn't want to play for us. We might honestly tag him. We might have to. Asante Samuel, I also want him back, but I doubt he's going to re-sign. We'll see if he takes 7 years, 63 mil. Oh, and he does. Okay, long deal, but it doesn't matter. We're only going to be here like 1 more year after this. We still also have to re-sign Keenan Allen. I think that's the last really important player. Yeah, I mean, Josh Palmer's solid, but he's our 4th receiver. We're fine there. All right, well, with that, let's just get to the end of year number 3. I can't wait to have a historical collapse and finish 4-13. Can't wait for that. I know we're not making the playoffs, but we'll see. All right, well, this game sucks. We knew that, though. We finished 7-10 with an 84 overall team. That's great. I mean, it's not the best team in the world, but it should be doing a lot better than this. Justin Herbert kind of regressed in the second half of the year, throwing 19 touchdowns and 11 interceptions, which is not great, but 4,700 yards, 37 touchdowns, 13 picks for him. Overall, a solid year. Tyjae Spears, almost 1,000 yards, 3.7 per carry, 5 touchdowns. We probably need to upgrade there, unfortunately. Receiving, Keenan Allen, who will probably leave in free agency, 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns. Markel Green, as a rookie, was very good, though. 1,100 yards and 9 touchdowns. I can't wait for him to get beat out by a receiver. No, probably a quarterback with like 20 total touchdowns and like 11 interceptions or something. That'll be fun. Almost 1,000 yards for Hunter Henry and 9 touchdowns. Brandon Ayuk was meh. The receiver 2 just doesn't do much in this scheme. And then I'm gonna do that. Dalton Reisner is horrid. Goodbye. Rashawn Slater wasn't good either. Zion Johnson wasn't good. Jamari Sawyer was meh. Corey Lindsley was fine. Tackles, Marcus Shedd did lead the team as a rookie with 115, 102 for Kenneth Murray. Tackles for loss, Audibari with 17, Burns with 12, Bosa and Leonard with 10, and then sacks, 13.5 for Bosa led the team, 9.5 for Burns, 7 for Austin Leonard as a rookie, 5.5 from Atabare, and then interceptions, 3 for Murray, 2 for Samuel and Derwin James, and 1 for a few players. So not a good year, but we might have some awards. So we were 19th in offensive yards, 23rd in defensive. We're definitely going to switch our playbooks. 20th in points scored. We might switch both. How about points allowed? 17th. Yeah, this isn't working. Let's switch both. The Dolphins? I don't really see their offense do that well normally, but okay. I mean, I was thinking about going with either the Chiefs or Bengals, and let's try the Bills are a 4-3. We could try the Bucks. The Bucks have seemed good lately. They don't have a particularly good defense anymore, so that could be a good one. We'll try Chiefs Bucks, which was the Super Bowl a few years ago. Madden living in the past. Shocking. Okay, Markel Green does have X Factor, like I was hoping he would. I kind of just had a feeling he had star, but apparently that feeling was wrong. But I'm very glad I was wrong about that. So it looks like he wasn't generational, but X Factor's pretty crazy. MVP goes to, Mr. Heno Smith. I have never seen that. Normally he's awful in this game. He's like one of the worst performing QBs based on overall, but here he was actually very good, winning MVP. No Chargers though. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Jonathan Taylor. No Chargers. Defensive Player of the Year goes to TJ Watt. Jalen Carter on the Texans up there. No Chargers here either. Really? Oh, I might have manifested something. Josh Harrison of the Dolphins wins Offensive Rookie of the Year over Markel Green. Fun. Oh, and Marcus Shedd gets beat out by Matt Seymour of the Raiders for Defensive Rookie of the Year. That's also fun. Austin Leonard at number 4. Steve Weaver at 8. He really didn't do much his rookie year. Yeah, that was about worst case scenario for year number 3. that was about as poorly as it could have gone. No playoffs, no awards, nobody really did that well. Yeah, that was awful. In the Super Bowl, the Bills beat the Ryan Tannehill-led Tampa Bay Buccaneers 35-10. Ouch. I'm genuinely thinking about tag and trading Justin Herbert. I really am, because he has not been that good here, but I don't know who else we would get. That's the problem. So let's worry about Keenan Allen first. We're probably going to have to go very player-friendly to get him back. 5 years, 101 mil. That's a long contract for a 33-year-old player, but he takes it. And is there anybody else we want to re-sign at all here? I mean, most players aren't interested, kind of understandably so. This team underperforms every year in real life and here, so I guess, hey, it's a little realistic, but Justin Herbert still not interested at all. We'll go very player friendly again. We can actually afford, oh yeah, because his the offer we sent is already eating into the contract. I also love how it the contract we offered him is eating into the cap space, but I love how it says Cameron Dicker is a 75 overall QB. That's great. Obviously he's a 75 overall kicker here, but it still lists him at a 75 QB. That's great. Love this game. And he doesn't accept our contract, but that is fine. We're gonna tag him, obviously. 50.5 mil. Good lord. Wait, but that ate into our money now? What? But before it wasn't? What? Was it just backloading the hell out of his contract and now it gave him all in? What? I'm confused. Well, let's get into the offseason and let's see if we can do something. Probably not, though. This is an annoying team to rebuild. I thought the Chargers are normally good in this game. What happened, man? Oh, God, Joey Bosa's expensive. Would it be bad for me to trade Rashawn Slater? He's played so terrible here. Literally 12 sacks allowed per year. How many did he allow in real life this year? Well, according to PFF, which is a bit iffy, but for stats, they're pretty good. He allowed 4 his rookie year in 1,100 snaps, and then 1 in 100 snaps this year, which isn't great, but that's like really small sample size. So far we can say he's good for 4 sacks a year in real life, but that was as a rookie. So I mean, he shouldn't be allowing fucking 14 per year here. This game is so bad. Wow, I didn't expect that to go through, actually. We're getting a 1, 2, and a 3 from the Buccaneers. Now, of course, they were in the Super Bowl, so I mean, those are basically a second, third, and fourth round pick, but that's still pretty good value. Rashawn Slater, obviously very good in real life, but I mean, here just is playing terribly, so it's unfortunate, but gotta do what you gotta do. The interior has been pretty solid overall, surprisingly, but Zion Johnson has been getting worse every year. I almost wonder if we should trade him too. I don't want to go too crazy crazy with trades. It's supposed to be realistic, but also this team is just frustratingly bad. But hey, that's the norm for Madden, honestly. God damn it. I don't even know if I would want to trade Corey Linsley, because now we would be kind of losing realism, and he hasn't been bad, but he is a bit expensive. I mean, yeah, he's been probably our best lineman. I don't want to do that. In free agency, there are some pretty good players. I mean, Jalen Waddle, Najee Harris, D-Hop, Josh Sweat, DJ Reed. There are some good players here. Unfortunately, we are dead broke. I did manage to cut enough players to free up enough money to get Najee Harris, though. I hope we can actually get him. We do have the lead for him. He's not super interested, though, but at least he's a little interested. It's not like zero. So let's see if we can get him. We've had some very questionable running back play, to say the least, and we do. So that could prove to be pretty big. We'll see. Here in the draft, the Vikings have the #1 pick. We don't pick until 13, even though we were 7 and 10, which is a bit unfortunate. Let's just see who's available. I mean, unfortunately for us, this isn't a very good tackle class, and obviously that's our biggest need. This guy that we focus scouted looks okay. Philip Hearns. Oh, he's very strong, and that was only second for right tackles, but he's a pass blocker, not a run block. That makes no sense, but okay. Built like a run blocker, strong like he would be a run blocker, but oh, he's a pass blocker. That makes a lot of sense. Let me guess, this pass protector guy, is he super strong too? Oh no, he's very weak. Okay. But wait, who has more reps than this guy? Is it Barnett? No. I don't know. Whoever it is, that's intriguing though. I might just go all offensive line in this draft. I don't know, man. I mean, I legitimately might as well. But with the first pick, I guess we'll go Philip Hearns. He's not a scheme fit. Either that or, oh no, that guard's gone anyways. Oh no, he's not. He's here. David Stringer. We could go with him too. Oh, he also has 41 reps. Oh, he looks like an athletic freak. But again, no power, even though he put up 41 reps. An agile lineman that ran a 5.22 and put up 41 reps on the bench. What the fuck? What kind of logic is this? I don't know. That guy might be available with the second pick, but Hearns isn't going to be available with the second pick. He's a little quicker, same strength, might be better. Let's take him. Normal dev, because of course he has normal dev. Oh, this is a frustrating draft. Frustrating rebuild, I mean. The whole rebuild just isn't going our way. I'm guessing that guard is gone, right? No, he's available. David Stringer, let's take him. Probably won't be good. Makes no sense, but let's take him. Okay, he does have hidden dev, 94 strength, awful haircut on his Anthony Fantano shit. I don't know what that is. 6'5", 326, 21 years old, left-handed just like me for real, out of Wisconsin. Could be a good player, surprisingly. I hate how you can't add players to the watch list during the draft anymore. It's annoying, because I always forget about good players I find later. In the second round, let's go with another one of these defensive linemen that look really good, but they're never actually that good. Nigel Foster. Good 40 for being, what, 316 pounds? 40 reps on the bench at the combine, which is crazy. Overall looks amazing. Not good finesse moves, but that's fine. But I can almost guarantee this guy will be about a 72 normal dev. But for the second round, that's not even bad value, so let's take him. All I gotta do is talk shit. This guy could be really, really good. But now that I say that, he'll be a 62 overall. And all of his ratings will be a complete lie. They'll be 0. I'm super optimistic. I'm not a pessimistic person at all, ever. Why would that ever be a thing? Ooh, this guy's still available. Darren Stevenson. I never checked his combine. Oh, it was very good. Oh my god, he was first for almost everything. And then second for 3-cone. Not much power to his game, but hey, he's one of these low injury players, which I'm learning more and more. A lot of the time, these players do have only normal dev, but a lot of the time the steals are high injury players. Because, you know, obviously Madden kind of expects you to play with injuries, so it's going to make the players that fall due to injury better players. They are good players, they just fell because they're hurt a lot. But Darren Stevenson, let's take him. Normal dev no, he does have hidden. 89 strength, 76 speed, 81 jumping as a lineman. That's insane. This has been a really good draft, honestly. Outside of the very first pick, which even then he still could be a good overall. That right tackle we took. Am I about to take a potential UDFA in the 3rd round? He doesn't look that good. I mean, he has good stats, but his actual blocking stats outside of impact blocking and lead blocking are not good. I don't know about that one. I might take him later though. Let's go with the second tight end, maybe? Maybe. Ooh, no. No thank you. I guess let's go Eric Underwood. He looks fine. He's a scheme fit. He's a decent blocker. 269 pounds. Nice. Sure. Fuck it. Normal dev. Okay, that's fine. Could be a good overall. We'll see. These are just kind of like shoot for the stars picks. I don't know. Shout out Pop Smoke, I guess. I don't know. What the fuck? Ew. EA have good safeties in in their draft classes challenge impossible. I say that, but actually, wait, Manny Willis? Willis dick fit in your mouth? I don't know. He has really good strength. He's not that slow for most safeties. Out of Yale too, Ayo. Foye Olukun, is this you? I mean, terrible tackling, which is weird considering he's a box safety, but let's not think too much about it. I don't know what else to do here anyway. He's probably bad, but at least we tried. Here is a recap of the draft. We actually did really, really well. Outside of the first pick, Philip Hearns was our worst pick out of 72 overall. I have no idea what we're even gonna do with him. He won't start because we drafted so many other good linemen here. Speaking of so many other good linemen, this might be the best lineman I've ever drafted. David Stringer at a 78 overall. 98 strength with morale, obviously a 94 normally. Really good run block finesse, which is, this guy makes no sense. He is a good run blocker as a power guy, which makes sense, but he's not a power guy. He's just strong and then is a finesse guy. I don't know. That's weird, but he's a very good player. I don't know where I'm going to play him because he does go down to 76 at tackle, but we'll see. Nigel Foster is a 74 with hidden dev. Not much pass rush, but very good strength, really good acceleration, solid tackling. Overall looks really nice. Also, I just woke up, so I'm sorry if my voice is weird. Darren Stevenson at right guard. I feel like that's the name of an actual player, but I don't know. He's also a very good looking player, really good lead block, impact block, good finesse player, is a scheme fit. I don't even know if he's gonna start, honestly. We'll see. No, he probably will. It's probably Hearns that won't start, but we'll see what happens. And then Eric Underwood, I don't know if I showed me picking this guy, but he looks like a good tight end. I think I showed this. Maybe I didn't though, because I accidentally recorded a clip where I was just kind of mumbling to myself, thinking out loud about the players, because I accidentally forgot to click the record button for one of the picks I was making, and then I tried to unclick it, which of course started recording, and then when I went to go record the next clip, I was like, oh, I was just recording something, and I realized I just recorded myself speaking to myself and not like an actual video clip, so that's fun. I don't know if it was for Underwood or who it was for, but somebody got missed. Anyways, Underwood looks like a good second tight end. Enough said. There isn't much to say about him. And then outside of that, I think I took these next few picks, and then I simmed these last two out. The CPU picked a decent receiver. Or no, I think I picked this guy too. Yeah, I picked him. I think I made all these picks. I don't know. I definitely didn't make that last one, but overall, very good draft. I feel like we've been drafting fairly well in this rebuild. It's just not panning out, but we'll see if we can finally have success with the new playbooks in year number 4. Here we are in the 4th and final season, taking a look at this team, and it is a pretty nice one. It's definitely not my greatest, but it is very good. We really don't have any holes on offense. I mean, I guess right tackle's a bit iffy. Our whole offensive line has been very iffy, but we'll see what the rookie tackles can do. I did move Stringer to left tackle and then Stevenson at right tackle. I moved Hearns inside to guard because he is massive. I mean, he's a bit tall to play guard. He's 6'5", but he's also 335. So yeah, we'll play him at guard. I mean, either way, he's going to be a backup. Obviously picked up Najee Harris this year. I think we did. I'm trying to remember what I did last night. I can't remember. Story of my life. And then here's a look at the team defensively. Obviously picked Nigel Foster in the draft. I think he was our 2nd round pick. Athletic freak, obviously, for his size. I've had a hard time picking defensive linemen and having them actually like develop, because Atabari has been solid, but he just has not progressed that much. Same thing with corner. Christian Gonzalez has only gone up like 4 overall in the past few years, but our corner room is very nice with him, JC Jackson, and Asante Samuel Jr. JT Woods has been surprisingly good at safety. We obviously have the terrifying pass rush duo of Joey Bosa and Brian Burns. No thank you. And then here's a look at the specialists. Pretty much what you would expect. Keenan Allen out the slot. Tajay Spears still is the 3rd down back. Marcus Shedd is the sub linebacker. We'll see what we can get from him in year number 2. Or is it year 3 for him now? Wait. No, it's year 2. Okay. But either way, I'm very excited to see what we can do. I can't wait to miss the playoffs. But speaking of that, let's get to the end of year number 4 and let's see what we can do. How do I always find a way to do this? How do you get unstuck from that? I always get stuck on that stupid goddamn side screen. But you know why we're here. Here we are at the end of year number 4. Again, if you have not already, like, subscribe. It helps me out a ton. And plus, if you've made it all the way here, clearly you have enjoyed the video. So, you know, subscribing would help you see more. Plus, turn on notifications if you want to guarantee that you will see all of my videos. Of course, 160 likes. We've been easily destroying that on every video. And 2,900 subs. We are very close to 2,900, which is very very close to 3K, so share with anyone you might think might enjoy the channel. And of course, let me know what team to do next for a shout out. But enough plugging, this is a look at the team. David Stringer also does have superstar dev, which is pretty huge. Playing up to 99 strength with morale, that's fun. Still an awful haircut, but it is what it is. You take the good with the bad, you know what I mean? And then defensively, here's a look at the team. Unfortunately, Nigel Foster does only have star dev. Marcus Shed does have an upgrade here. Oh, and also, I just completely forgot to mention, Hunter Henry did go up to superstar dev, which is pretty cool. Doesn't really matter because he's not really going to develop anymore, but still interesting. But in year number 4, we finished 9-8, barely sneaking into the playoffs. This team is cursed, dude. Like, it's a thing in real life, it's a thing here. I actually kind of remember that in the old Maddens too. The Chargers were kind of known as the team where you just could not be successful, no matter how hard you tried. Back in like Madden 18 or something, back in the Phillip Rivers days, I just remember that for some reason. Speaking of cursed, Justin Herbert was not good. 4,600 yards, only 9 picks, but only 29 touchdowns and 63% completion percentage. That's not very good. That's not good at all, especially considering how he plays in real life. What the fuck? Najee Harris with only 3.9 yards per carry, below 800 yards and 20 touchdowns? Was he not listed as the #1 running back on our depth chart? Dog, this is weird. This team is genuinely cursed. Almost 1,400 yards for Keenan Allen, 9 touchdowns. I want to check his career stats. He's got to be up there now. 1,100 yards and only 4 touchdowns for Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry. Yes, that's what I meant to say. No, Hunter Henry. Markel Green with 800 yards, 7 touchdowns. Brandon Ayuk with 700 yards, 4 touchdowns. Offensive line was pretty good. David Stringer wasn't amazing at left tackle, but was better than, not Mekhi Becton. Jesus Christ, what's his name? Rashawn Slater. Allowed 11 sacks, which is about what Slater would have done. And guess what? We got a ton of picks for Slater, and Stringer still did about as well. Jamari Sawyer has been awful, allowed 8 sacks here at left guard. Darren Stevenson was very good as a rookie, only allowing 7 at right tackle. Corey Linsley only allowing 3, and Zion Johnson, one of my favorite players in the 2022 class, joins the all castration team, which if you don't know, my list that isn't really a thing, but I like to say it, it's my list of players that allow 0 sacks in a season, and all castration because no sacks, which castration is removing the whole thing, but whatever. That's gross, I'm sorry. But no sacks allowed for him. You love to see it. Kenneth Murray with 132 tackles, Marcus Shed with 117 tackles for loss. Ooh. 11 from Atabare, 10 from Bosa, and then sack? What the fuck? 13.5 total from fucking Joey Bosa and Brian Byrne. This game sucks. This game is so bad. 9.5 from Nigel Foster led the team. He was very good. Atabari with 8.5, and then like I said, only 8 from Bosa, and only 5.5 from one of the better pass rushers in the league. This game is so bad. 5 interceptions from JC Jackson led the team, 4 for Derwin, 2 for Shed and Woods, and then 1 for Murray and Gonzalez. Where do we rank in the league? Because we might switch the playbooks again. Oh my god, how did we even make them? 11th in points scored, which isn't great. And then how about points allowed? 16th. I think we're gonna switch the defensive playbook again. Jalen Hurts wins MVP here. Carson Wentz on the fucking Buccaneers, Jesus. Baker on the Giants. All right, offensive player of the year goes to Joe Mixon. Maybe he's just the reason why their playbook is good, because it's not working for us. Keenan Allen at number 8, Najee at number... How the hell did Najee make it? Oh yeah, he had 20 touchdowns, but other than that, he was pretty awful. That's why touchdowns are iffy for running back, because it'll be like, oh hey, they have 20 touchdowns, but they got them all just at the goal line, and they had like 3.9 yards per carry, but they get a ton of praise because guess what? They had a lot of touchdowns, even though they didn't really do much to get them. Like, I don't know. TJ Watt wins defensive player of the year. Shaquille Griffin on the Titans? What is the Titans defense? Give me whatever they're getting. You know what I mean? That's insane. I'll have what they're having for real. Earl Cody, that's a white name. He wins offensive rookie of the year for the Broncos, finally replacing Russ, even though he's been doing very well here. What team are we? We're the Chargers. No Chargers up here. Defensive rookie of the year does go to Nigel Foster. As expected, no other Chargers. So before we get into the playoffs here, this defense ain't it, Chief. We'll just say that. I don't even remember what playbook we're using. Should I just switch to all reliable, the let's go with the Steelers. I think that's the move. Typically really good, except I'm sure for us it won't be. It's just gonna be for 1 game, because I'm almost positive that we're gonna get smoked by the Jags because they're the worst overall team, and that's how Madden does things, which makes a whole lot of sense, right? All right, there we go. Mike Tomlin defensive playbook for Mr. Mikey McDingle, the Mike to Mikey connection. But we have a first of many scenario scenario before we inevitably lose to Jacksonville. Always gotta play it cool, you know what I'm saying? No risk, no reward, I'm fine with that. I don't like living dangerously. But let's jump in here and see if we can take down the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't think we can, but we will try. Can we get the Jalen Ramsey meat pick before we get out of here at least? I doubt it. Nah, damn it. But here we go in the wild card against Jacksonville. I don't know who their head coach is, but let's jump in here and see if we can somehow manage a win. I thought they scored immediately, but we go up 7-0 early, now 14-0, 21. Okay, we're smoking them. Apparently this defensive playbook was a good move. But yeah, we're up 24-0 going into half. Jags still have not scored. There they go. They finally put up 3, but we put up another touchdown. We're up 31-3, 34-3. Are they going to finally put up a touchdown? They do. We win 34-10 though. Absolutely just smoke them. Ooh, Najee with an upgrade. I should probably put him as the, ooh, he's wearing number 34. I should put him as the #1 receiving back, because it's giving Tajay Spears like a large amount of the carries, and I don't necessarily want that. I would want him to be the actual third down receiving back, but having him there, that's not what it's doing. It's just handing him the ball a lot. I don't know why, but that's what it's doing. But we have a recap for the first of many. Give us those good old sweet juicy staff points that I definitely care so much about. 7 staff points. You love to see it. Don't care plus ratio. Ooh, good luck to us. We're going to be taking on the 13-4 Cincinnati Bengals. We do have a considerably better team, an 87 to their 83. However, it doesn't matter. Joe Burrow with 64 tackles and 11 sacks, apparently. That's something. I love how many glitches are in this game, Smile. Always gotta be confident, though, you know what I'm saying? Wish I could in real life, but we get a lot of morale and stuff. I don't know what that gave us. I don't care. Let's jump in against Cincinnati. Hey, at the very least, I like that all of the top 3s are still the same for real life. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing because, I mean, that changes a lot, but it is what it is. Here we go in the divisional against good old Zach Taylor, who I thought was like the worst coach in the league, but actually kind of looked a lot better this year. I mean, you can't say he's the worst coach in the league. They were literally in the Super Bowl a couple years ago, but he was not a contributing factor to them being there. Anyways, this isn't a Bengals rebuild. Let's jump in here and hopefully smoke the Bengals, but we will probably lose. We do go up early 7-0. Our defense has been really nice. Now that I say that, they're going to just absolutely shit themselves. Oh, yep, right as I say that. It is tied 14-14. We do go up going into half. We are up 21-14. We drive, but we don't score, but we do score a touchdown there. Whoa, lots of touchdowns. Whoa, okay. We're up 42-21, 49-21. Okay, I don't know if we should be beating them that bad, but we win 52-21. I'll take it. That's not realistic, but I'll take it. I did say hopefully we smoke them, and that's what happened. Justin Herbert with 6 passing touchdowns. Good Lord. Close to the record. I wonder what the playoff record is, because that might have tied it. I think the regular season record is 7, held by Nick Foles and Peyton Manning. I don't know if that's true. There might be someone else there. I have no idea what the playoff one is, though. Ooh, some upgrades here. Brian Burns and Markel Green. That's pretty big. I wish Markel Green would develop a little more, but he's just not getting used here a lot. I mean, he's kind of just the... Well, he should be. I mean, he's, I guess, our third option behind Keenan Allen and Hunter Henry, which is weird, but at least 2 of our players are producing. We have a recap for the hot opponent by Bobby Shmurda. Give us those sweet, juicy morale boosts, and it's not morale. I don't know why I keep saying that. Break tackle, play rec, and tackle. It's a weird combination of things. And 2,500 XP. Love to see it. New ability. Oh, Markel Green hit an 85. You love to see that. But let's see who we're going to be taking on in the conference championship. Rest in peace, our run. It's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs. We don't deserve to win this, but we will sure try. Upgrade here for Tajay Spears and Nigel Foster. Nice. But we have a playoff rival scenario. We've had a scenario for each playoff game. We do not deserve to win this one, like I've been saying. Let's go chess match. We do have a fairly young defense. Really, our only old players are, I guess, just Joey Bosa and Derwin at this point. We have a really young defense, and it's really good. Well, it's an 85, but it's definitely solid. But let's jump in here and see if we can take down Kansas City. Probably not, but that would be valid if we didn't. I wouldn't complain too much. Jalen Ramsey meat pick? Ah, damn it. But here we go in Arrowhead against Kansas City. This is going to be interesting. The crowd is pretty much all red, as you would expect. Whole lot of red. But let's simulate this out and see if we can somehow pull out a W. The Chiefs go up early 3-0. However, we match that. They put up another field goal up 6-3, but we match that as well. It's tied tied 6-6. Just a field goal battle so far going into half. They put up another field goal, nice, and they finally do put up a touchdown, but so do we. We're winning 20-19. This is a weird score, but they're up 27-20. We tie it though at 27 in overtime. We put up a touchdown and stop them. Why are they so bright? Okay, there we go. We're gonna be in the Super Bowl somehow. Chiefs were definitely the better team, but I won't complain about winning. I guess they weren't the better team by a lot, but they were at home as well. Justin Herbert has been elite through the playoffs though. Not the best regular season, but very good through the playoffs. But we have a recap for the playoff rivals. This should give us XP and boosts and all that, right? I don't know about XP, but probably boosts, or maybe one or the other. I have no fucking idea. Just give it to us. Thank you, Corey Lindsley. Very cool. +5 hit power, +5 staff point. Okay, well, that's kind of boring. That's not that fun. I mean, we'll take it, but it's kind of lame. We're going to be taking on the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. Oh, God. All right. The team that's always good in Madden. We have an upgrade for David Stringer. I guess that helps. I've noticed a lot more lighting glitches in Madden lately. I don't know if that's just me. Like, I just saw it there for a split second, and in the Super Bowl, obviously, right when it finished, Andy Reid was very bright, unlike me. But of course, in the Super Bowl, we're going to be taking on the 10-7, 83 overall Dallas Cowboys. For some reason, we're down 1 overall. Why did we regress? Why are we down to an 86? I'm confused. Did we like lose morale or something? Did it wear off from a game? Ooh, Nigel Foster did finally get his superstar dev for winning Defensive Rookie of the Year in an upgrade. Of course, that hits in the Super Bowl week, I think it is. I think it's the Super Bowl week. So you absolutely love to see that. We have JC Jackson up to an X Factor. Any other dev ups I didn't notice? No, I think that's it, but still, that is very huge. But we have a Super Bowl Media Day scenario. This is everything. This is our final year. We definitely have to go, this is everything. 10 staff points, cool. We're not even going to use that. Actually, I might. How do you even use staff points? I have no idea. I should know that, but I don't. But I don't. Oh, I think this is it. Is this it? Talent tree? Yeah. Can we even afford anything? I don't fucking know. I don't feel like figuring this out. I have no idea. But let's jump in here against Dallas in the Super Bowl. I can't wait to lose to the worst team. Oh, there's a Jalen Ramsey meat pick. Let's go. I don't know if I'm the only person that's ever noticed that, but it's definitely weird. It's weird that they didn't notice that and they picked that picture, but it is what it is. That's either going to be good luck or bad luck. We'll see. But here we go in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Is that what the Falcons is? I don't know stadium names that well. I don't. Mercedes-Benz also might be like the Raider. No, it's one of the new ones. I think it's the Falcons, or is it like the Saints? I don't fucking know. Let's jump to the end of the game. Let's see if we can somehow beat Dallas. Probably not. They go up early 7-0, and we're not scoring, so I think we're doomed. I think if you start slow, you finish slow. But they're up 14-7 now. They're staying down there, but they're not scoring, luckily. They are, oh, we're tied 21-21, but they do put up a field goal. They're up 24-21. However, we take the lead with a touchdown. We are now up 31-24, and we win the Super Bowl. Ugly ass Mike McCarthy, get shit on Bozo, looking like Casper the Ghost here. Eyes looking weird. We win the Super Bowl. I don't know why I'm insulting him after we won. I'm sorry. Obviously, gotta watch the same celebration that's been coded in the game for like 7 years now or more. But we do get a ring here. Shout out Latina Lover pestering me to get the Chargers a ring. It finally paid off. Honestly, it's been a long time since we've won a Super Bowl in a realistic rebuild because Madden Sim sucks so much balls. Justin Herbert is your MVP here. Players talking to each other in the middle of the field, congratulating each other as the blue and yellow confetti falls here. Marcus Shed holding the trophy out there, giving it to Justin Herbert. You love to see it. But of course, that is going to be the end for today's rebuild. Let's get a quick stat overview. Justin Herbert, very good game, very safe game, but 3 touchdowns as well. Najee was solid, 5.3 yards per carry. Keenan Allen was a monster, 100 yards for him. Let's not talk about Darren Stevenson. Not much from our defense, but they sure, 2 picks, one from Asante Samuel, one from Derwin James. So they definitely helped out. But I really hope you enjoyed this rebuild. This was a very, very fun one. Again, if you enjoyed and you made it all the way here, be sure to like and subscribe. Helps me out a ton. Plus, you get more bangers like this. Trying to hit 2,900 subs, 160 likes. Help a brother out, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what team to do next for a shout out. But next video will be out on Tuesday around 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern, whatever that is for you. So I'll catch y'all there. But until then, I'll see you guys again in the next video. Goodbye.